WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Astrid Oberzinski and Kale Zomer up in the WBEV studio with you this morning. And Hometown Today is presented to you by our friends over at Professional Floor Covering. Professional Floor Covering is an Abbey Design Center located at 713 Park Ave in Beaver Dam. They're locally owned, and Randy and his team are here to help you design the perfect space. They have over 1,000 samples of carpet, LVP, hardwood, tile, area rugs, and window finishings. It's so much more than floors. They have a wide selection of kitchen and bathroom countertops, cabinets, tile, shower inserts, and more. Speaking of countertops, they can do them in your kitchen or your bathroom. The material, color, and pattern of a countertop all play a major role in how a kitchen or bathroom model will turn out. They offer a large selection of quartz, granite, marble, and laminate countertops. They'll help you find the perfect countertop that fits with both your lifestyle and design. Go to proflr.com for all your needs. And we are very excited to welcome in the Beaver Dam Area Community Theater with the youth production of Wizard of Oz and Toto 2. And we are joined here today by Judy Pierce, Danny Nugent, and Christina Frake, who are all directors of the show. Yes. How are you all today?
Doing
Great.
well.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Before we jump into this very unique play, I mean, I've heard about the Wizard of Oz and everything, but not Toto 2, so very excited to learn more about that. Can you all tell us about your background and how you got involved with theater as a whole, and then how you ended up coming to Beaver Dam and getting involved here?
I'm getting eyes. So I started here in Beaver Dam. I grew up here in Beaver Dam. I was in Telltale in the late 90s and early 2000s. And I grew up and did theater in high school through the school I went to. And then when I went to college, I studied theater performance specifically and directing quite a bit as well. So I have my minor in theater performance with my major in communications, but it all ties together.
Mm-hmm.
Com and theater are very, very similar. And then when we moved back here in 2017, I finished up my degree online and then jumped back into BDACT in 2021 with my role in Death of a Salesman as Biff. And then last year, Christina asked me if I wanted to be the teacher for Acting Up, the middle school teacher, which I did, and I did this again this year. And then this year, we had so many students that they're like, we need a third teacher. I'm like, all right, I'll do it. It's been a wild ride, but it's been a lot of fun. I think at the theater these last 3 months up until Hedda was done, because I directed a show in February. When that got done, before that, those 3 months, I was at the theater 30 hours a week, which was way too much. But that's okay. It's very rewarding, and all of the shows that I've been doing have been incredibly rewarding, which is fun.
Yes, you were here not too long ago for Hedda Gabler, and you said that one phenomenally. So congratulations to you all with that.
I missed the one for Acting Up. Christina had to fill in for me for that one because I couldn't get off of work. So I would have. Yeah, it's been a lot, but it's amazing.
Awesome. And Judy, you're a familiar face for me, but when we were talking, you said you've been here multiple times. But can you give us your background as well?
I grew up in Horicon, and I did theater in high school. Did actually assistant directing, and I guess that kind of got me, going into it. But I was at I taught school, first and second grade, basically, and got involved with the theater in 1983 when my first daughter got involved with Telltale, and then stayed with it. And my second daughter got involved a couple years later. And then Annette Camps was like my mentor, and she's one of the original starters of theater. Mm-hmm. She said, why don't you try directing? So I kind of followed her around and, worked on her ways of doing it. Mm-hmm. And so I started directing, and probably have directed over 30 children's shows.
Wow.
I never did adult shows. I figured they know more than I do.
I don't know about that.
I think you can do adult shows just fine.
So I've been doing that, and then with age, I've just mainly produced, I still produce the summer theater for Telltale, 3rd through 5th graders. And then Christina decided to start an acting class. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, if you need help with it, let me know. And so that's how I got involved with this. And I believe this is our 5th year of doing our acting class. Mm-hmm. So Class Act.
So, Christina, you've kind of roped both of these two.
Yeah,
I'm very.
That's her role in life.
I am the volunteer coordinator at BDACT, but I am always very thankful for the people in the community because I feel like we accomplish so much because people just say yes or show up. So we're very thankful for that.
Yes. And what is your background with all of this?
Yes. Okay. I started BDACT 8th, 9th grade, and someone said, "Hey, will you want to stage manage?" I said, "I don't know what that means." And then I think I was hooked ever since. I did want to speak, and Judy was starting to talk about it because I just feel like I've told my story about how I started BACT, but I thought the class was kind of a funny thing is I actually had someone send me an email say, I think you might be good for this. I have one student that is looking for someone for acting classes, maybe to help them so that they can audition eventually for Telltale because they've never done it, and we think you might be good at it. And I'm like, okay. So I proposed, I guess I shouldn't say I proposed, but I asked the volunteer coordinator at the time, because it wasn't me, I said, how much is it to rent a room? And she goes, oh, you want to start a class? Let's put you in front of the selection committee. And I was like, how much to rent a room? and then when I got into the selection committee, they're like, we want 5 students at least and whatever. And I was like, this is the lesson plan I'm thinking about. And Judy, who happened to be in on the committee was like, oh my gosh, I've been looking at that same lesson plan. I would love to join you. And I was like, yeah, please. And so it just kind of started from there. I think we had like 10 students our first year, and now we have 34. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how have you seen it grow? How have you been able to do that?
And when we started, it was 2020, like in January, still like pandemic.
Oh, yeah,
we had face shields on while acting because masks, you can't really see the face. So we had to have the shields on, and we'd have to disinfect those every day. And it was kind of, the kids, I don't think, cared at all, which was great. But it's just wild to think about how different it was when we started. And then I feel like every year, we've just kind of, I think like the next year it was like 20 kids, then it was 28, and then now 34. Wow. And so Judy and I said 30 was our max for 2 teachers, even though that's quite a lot. And then, so we roped in Danny and had a good time. And I know eventually we'll talk about it, but there's so many other incredible people that help us with the production.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Well, and then a lot of the kids return.
Yes. Yes.
And bring their friends.
Or their siblings.
brothers
Yeah.
And then they
sisters.
age out of this one, and then we started the next class, and we have
middle school.
we have 11 kids in this one, or we had 12, but one couldn't be in the performance. So.
Yeah, and not only that, but then this year they also started a high school class. So so now we have elementary school, middle school, and high
The
school.
Winter Repertory Company.
Yeah. So
Yes, they were in. Yeah.
yes. So
Molly
it's
cannot
just
pronounce
so
repertory.
fun how it's like grown beyond us, which is
awesome.
all you can hope for.
Yes.
And I think, too, with the middle school, the reason I think that drops off is because they're so involved in school.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
You know, because there's some that would
100%.
love to continue, but they get into so much.
Naomi and I like that it's a smaller class because then we can really focus on like character
bet.
development individually with each kid and like get down into the nitty gritty. And it's Christina and Judy have made really good building blocks for this education system that we have at the theater.
We try.
That's awesome. Well, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to hear all about The Wizard of Oz and Toto 2. That's next on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Get your game face and your grocery cart ready for March Madness at the market at Beaver Dam. Score big with Holstone Farms boneless pork sirloin roast or chops, just $2.49 a pound in family packs. Grab Bellatoria ultra thin pizzas or garlic bread, 2 for $10, perfect for game time. Keep the crowd fueled with Gatorade, 3 for $5, and stock the fridge with select Pepsi 24 packs for $11.99. From tip-off to the final buzzer, they've got your winning lineup only at the market at Beaver Dam.
If you love Beaver Dam Golden Beavers baseball and softball, we'll have you saying there's no place like home. Wally Lukashenski and Charlie Dern, we make up the Dam Sports Show, brought to you by Real Sports Cards in Waupun. Join us weekdays from 4 until 5 on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam or Daily Dodge TV.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Now at Leroy's, your old-fashioned meat market in Fox Lake, Horicon, and Ripon. Stock up and save with this week's freezer deals and fresh favorites. Get started with choice boneless chuck roast is $7.99 a pound. And bone-in country-style ribs are just $1.99 a pound. Need easy meals? Breaded fully cooked chicken breast chunks are $10 in a 5-pound bag. Boneless stuffed pork chops are $3.99 a pound. And 8-ounce sirloin grill steaks are $5 each. For special dinner plans, 2-pound or smaller frozen Cornish hens are $2.49 a pound. Bacon-wrapped stuffed all-American burgers are $7.99 a pound, and seasoned dark and white meat turkey roast is $6.29 a pound. Boneless, skinless chicken breasts are also $2.99 a pound. Mark your calendars. Friday, March 20th, the Randolph Food Truck is at Jung's, and Saturday the 28th, a Horicon brat fry with Pave. Don't forget Amish Fresh Bakery every Saturday in Fox Lake and Horicon. Remember, no one beats Leroy Meats.
This is Matt Heyer from Heyer Insurance and Estate Planning. Are you nervous about retirement? Has your income plan been battle tested? No worries. Call us at Heyer Insurance, where our team gets to know each client's individual story, and we educate how to solve problems while creating opportunities in the way that best impacts your retirement journey. We work closely with clients to develop comprehensive plans and manage them to optimize results. For a complimentary consult, call us 920-887-0580. And remember, when you want to retire, call Heyer.
I'm Sawyer. And I'm Shannon. Together, we're Twin Stunts, the only twin motorcycle freestyle show in the world. We are born and raised in Wisconsin, so we want all our fellow cheeseheads to know that even though we clutch it up, hit 12, and drift in our show, we would never do it on the open road. And there's another thing we would never do on the road. Drive drunk. Drive sober, or get pulled over. Together, we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Wisconsin DOT.
Hi, it's Randy from Professional Floor Covering, making sure you don't miss what's happening in your hometown. It's Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. We are joined here today by the BDACT talking about The Wizard of Oz and Toto 2. Oh, I was waiting for the whoop.
Sorry.
I called attention to it.
And The Wizard of Oz is such a classic. But we're adding in and Toto 2. Mm-hmm. So can you all talk about the production and what it was like? Because I know it wasn't a normal, you work for a month or however long and then go to the show. You also had 8 weeks of class time. So can you talk about that and how the kids have grown and what you've seen?
So around December, January is when we kind of started doing the show, and we work once a week. So from 5 until 6:30, we practice the show. So because of that, sometimes we can't even get to the whole show. So it's like just act one or just a couple acts. And so seeing that we can do more and more of the show each time we come to rehearsal is incredible. And like today, we're adding costumes and that's today. Cool. Yeah, cool. So we might not get to as much of the show as we want because of costumes, but that's okay because the costumes are fun. And it's spring break, so I'm sure it's a good time to bring out the costumes.
Before we got to the show, though, we did a lot of work beforehand to prep them for doing the show.
For sure.
We had 8 weeks of classroom time before we even introduced the show, teaching them about being on stage and what their emotions should be, how they should react to the situation, and we had different phrase words every week to kind of get that in their head and get them in the mindset of being on stage and being in character, which was a lot of fun. And I think that helps prep them, even though we can't get through the show every time. They have that background of, okay, this is what I have to be on stage. So when it does come time to perform it, they should be ready enough.
It's fun to see which kids. It's fun to see which kids like the theater games at the beginning and which ones are waiting for the play to happen, because we have a mix of both.
Yeah.
Because I've definitely had Abby, who plays young Toto.
Yeah.
She's like, "When are we going to play the games again?" And I'm like,
Pip
this
asks
is
me
the
that
show.
every week. We don't play games anymore.
Yeah, and then we definitely have kids too at the beginning, just like, "Oh, when can we get to the play already?" So
They ask us in the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, what's the show going to be?
What's the show
What's
gonna
going to
be?
be?
You're going to have to wait. We don't know yet. We have more
Our
work to
very
do.
first time, we decided ahead of time and picked one, with maybe 20, and then you end up with 28. And you think, okay, so we waited to see how many we had.
Yeah.
Which is, but that, the kids that know, boy, are you going to tell us yet?
Yeah.
No, by
it's
by
really
November we'll probably tell.
Yeah, it's really important to know how many kids we're going to have, because that first month when we do it, we have people that are just trying it out, some people who jump in late. And so knowing that final number, but also knowing what the kids' strengths and weaknesses are really help with the show.
Yeah,
and I
great
think
for
Wizard of Oz
casting.
and Toto 2 has been really fun to see each character as we see them, because we knew them for 8 weeks before we casted it.
Yeah. And speaking of the Wizard of Oz and Toto too.
Toto.
So what is it? What is the premise of the show?
Well, so Toto, we know, but actually Toto's kind of like the narrator of the play.
And he's an old man Toto.
He's older. He has 4 puppies. Oh. So they're always on the side on stage. So you
that's
will
awesome.
always see them. And he tells it, and then as he's telling it, then we get to watch the other characters.
And what's fun too is that when he tells the story, he's the unreliable narrator. So sometimes something will happen, and the puppies will be like, "Dad,
That didn't
happen,"
happen that way."
and so then they have to rewind, and then do the
that's
scene
so
again.
fun.
So yeah.
And what has it been like working, because you're working with the second graders through fifth graders. How has it been working with the kids and seeing them grow as a whole?
Well, it's chaos. It's
Absolutely.
actually chaos.
Sure.
But what's very fun is it's very kind of Montessori, where the older ones are definitely the leading the younger ones to see. And I think the younger ones, though, keep the older ones youthful, if that makes sense. Because I feel like second and third graders are so fun because they're so willing to do everything.
Yeah.
And by fourth and fifth grade, I always call it the turning, but it's like they're turning into those middle schoolers that are self-conscious. Like it's slowly happening, or it's already there in some cases. But I think it really, that mesh keeps them all really contained and fun.
In a child mindset, too.
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
And the older ones don't mind the younger ones because they've
For the
been
most
together
part,
in
Yeah.
general, but together the whole time.
Yeah.
So that's worked out well.
Yeah, it really has.
And this is obviously a very big production. It wasn't just the three of you that was able to put all this on. Who else helped you along the way throughout this?
Well, we have a list.
Judy, by the way, is incredible because she is with lists and with just making sure that we thank everyone. She's so detailed in doing that.
Yeah, except I'm not great on the computer, so
That's okay.
when
Physical
I do
lists are
things,
good.
I have to say, okay, now you finish it because you can do it in 10 minutes. It takes me an hour. So,
Yeah, we have to thank Megan, who's our head stage manager. She's back there controlling the kids.
And we also have middle school kids that are helping backstage as well.
and they are amazing.
and they were in our class. There's three
Yeah.
main ones,
Yeah.
and we've had them the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
That's
awesome.
Logan sorry, Nolan. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
It was a joke during acting up that we called him the wrong name. But Nolan and Lucy were in my acting up class as well, so it's cool to have them back, and they're excited to see me and continue to work
and then
with
we
it.
have
and
William, who's part of them,
yeah.
that's been helping us forever.
Forever, yeah.
And then also, there are a lot of people who think as well, but we have this first time stagecraft class where all the sets and stuff were built by kids and led by Kim Doyle and Steve Meyer. And I'm like, do I remember their names? Yes. And so they met every Monday, and they put together all the sets and props. And some of those people, or children are helping them backstage as well, moving on those set pieces and taking them
And
off.
it's great because once we let them know what we wanted,
Yeah.
they
They
took
just
over
did
and
it.
we didn't have to
We
worry.
didn't have to do
about it.
anything. It was the best thing ever.
I
But
bet.
Yeah.
Rudy with costumes, same with Judy Heffron.
Yeah.
Deb Castillo, she has been helping us as well with
Oh my gosh,
making sure all
props,
lines are done. Emmy's grandma has been helping with children control, and because sometimes even though we have one teacher, with the kids and one with the puppies and one backstage, we still need help if we're like looking at the script. So she's been there every week.
Yeah, Andrew's mom's Kim has been coming week to week, and huge thank you to Jesse for choreographing everything, all the dances for us.
And it's not a musical.
No.
But we do have,
We have a
Judy
dance.
Heffron wrote music for one song that the kids are supposed to sing.
Yeah, and it's simple, but it's
Yeah.
it's
And
cute.
so she wrote it,
Yeah.
and she comes in to work with the kids.
Yeah.
And then our choreographer works with,
Yeah, Jesse.
with our flying monkeys.
Yeah, the thing she does best is like, oh, the monkeys are restless. I'm gonna go take them and work with them.
Because our monkeys are monkeys.
They are so monkeys.
Monkeys.
We did a very good job.
We
of
did. We casted them well.
They are very good monkeys.
Yeah, and she works also with choreography with the flowers.
Yeah.
Yes,
With their
yes.
song.
Yeah.
But it's been fun because when the flowers are on and the monkeys are off, she's taking the monkeys, and when the monkeys are on, and the flowers are off, she's taking the flowers. And we could not have done it without all of those people.
Definitely a community.
And then Tom.
Tom with the lights and sound.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
Tom.
yes.
He's
He-
designed.
Tommy.
I know he usually goes by Tommy, but he's now grown up Tom. So we're trying really hard to say
We're trying
Tom.
really hard.
Well, we only have about a minute left here. Can you remind everybody where to go to get tickets, when the production is, and any other last things you want to tell everybody?
You can get tickets at www.bdact.org, and it will be Saturday, March 28th at 2 p.m. or Sunday, March 29th at 2 p.m. And get tickets now, because as of right now, both of them are half sold out. So
Congratulations.
And
Thank
they're
you.
only $10 for adults and
$5 for kids.
students or kids. And they can also get them at the theater, too.
Yes.
If there's tickets left.
yes.
Well, I mean, but even like
Oh,
this Thursday.
box office, yeah.
Tuesday,
Box
in the
office hours are
office.
Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Well, awesome. And thank you all so much for being here.
Oh, it was great.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Hope everybody
Oh,
comes.
last thing. Just like really last
you're
thing. If you want to bring anything for the Humane Society, we are collecting things at the lobby that will be given, because some of our dog beds that we're using for the show are being donated to the Humane Society.
Oh, awesome. Great. Well, thank you all again for being here. And when we come back, Wally will be joining us for Wally Wednesday. That's next on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. President Trump issuing a 60-day waiver from the century-old Jones Act, a shipping change that could lower costs for oil as the Iran war drives prices up. The Treasury Department also easing sanctions on Venezuela's state-owned oil and gas companies, another attempt at getting oil and gas prices to stabilize amid the war. One gauge of inflation coming in hotter than expected today. ABC's Jim Ryan.
Economists anticipated a 0.3% rise in the producer price index for February. The number from the Bureau of Labor Statistics has come in at more than double that. Compared to a year earlier, core prices, stripping out volatile food and energy costs, were up 3.9%, the biggest jump since January of 2025.
On Capitol Hill right now, Homeland Security Secretary nominee Mark Wayne Mullen, who would take over for Kristi Noem if confirmed. Also on Capitol Hill, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard before a Senate committee. This is ABC News.
Every athlete needs their rest on a Slumberland furniture mattress. Get plenty of sports updates here on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge, playing from the Slumberland Furniture Studio.
Now this news update on Wisconsin Radio Network. I'm Tad Allen. The state Senate passed a pair of bills Tuesday ending a deadlock with Democratic Governor Tony Evers on how to address problems associated with so-called forever chemicals. Evers, who had previously vetoed PFAS legislation, released a statement praising lawmakers for passing the bills, which he plans to sign. The state Senate Tuesday also approved a bill to allow Wisconsin's Department of Health Services to seek a federal waiver prohibiting food share recipients from purchasing candy or soda with their benefits. Republicans attached $69 million and 70 positions for DHS to help keep the error rate low. And good news for Brewers fans, everyone will be able to watch opening day. Brewers announced Tuesday that 10 home games will be broadcast on Television Wisconsin. It's a local digital TV channel aired across the state. The rest of the team's regular season games will be available on MLB.TV.
Get ready to bid on the heavy equipment and vehicles you need in a Ritchie Brothers Midwest Regional event happening March 26th and 27th. Inventory is at Ritchie Brothers locations in Columbus, Chicago, Detroit, Minneapolis, Kansas City, and Lincoln with in-person inspections available. Bid on a wide selection of excavators, loaders, dump trucks, and truck tractors. Don't miss this great opportunity. Visit rbauction.com/Columbus to sign up. That's rbauction.com/Columbus.
After my injury, I lost my sense of purpose. I lost the ability to tuck my daughters into bed.
Homes for Our Troops build specially adapted homes with features that allow our veterans to function independently and focus on their recovery and family. This life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free thanks to our donors and supporters.
Homes for Our Troops gave me a home where I can be a dad. Homes for Our Troops gave me a brighter future.
We need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Donate today at hfotusa.org.
In sports, a pair of Beaver Dam High School boys hockey players named to the All-Badger Conference squad. Sophomores Elliot Garton and Isaiah Olds are both named honorable mention All-League. You can see the full All-Badger Conference team on the sports tab at DailyDodge.com. Beaver Dam High School's Macy Damon was named to the Wisconsin Prep Hockey All-Freshman team for the 2025-26 season. Damon finished with 13 goals and 11 assists. Beaver Dam Unified School District going to hold a celebration to honor the Division II state runner-up girls basketball team on Sunday. It's at 4 o'clock. It's in the BDHS Auditorium. Our own Mike Tronson's going to be the MC. We're going to air it on DailyDodge.com. The Cavs rallied by the Bucks 123-116 last night. Giannis sat out with a knee injury. They're in Utah tomorrow night. The Badger men's basketball team takes on High Point in Portland tomorrow in the first round of the NCAA tournament. That's a 12:50 tip, noon pregame on 95.3. Brewers and Angels this afternoon, spring training baseball over on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam at 3 o'clock. Venezuela scored a run in the top of the ninth, beat the USA 3-2 in the World Baseball Classic. That's a look at sports. I'm Wade Bates on 95.3 WBEV.
95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Cloudy skies expected today with daytime highs approaching 36. Southwest winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Lows dip down to about 31 and foggy tonight, chance for rain becoming mixed precipitation. A mix of freezing rain and snow at times. Tomorrow, high temperatures reach up to 42, mainly cloudy skies with fog early. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Currently, it's 23 degrees.
Hi, Tim from K&B Tree and Lawn Care here. This spring, we're proud to celebrate 50 years of serving Beaver Dam and the surrounding communities. For 5 decades, we've helped homeowners with professional tree removal, trimming, pruning, stump grinding, emergency storm cleanup, lawn fertilization, weed control, and everything to keep your properties safe and looking their best. We're family-owned, locally rooted, and committed to doing the job right. Call us at 920-885-6982. K&B Tree and Lawn Care, 50 years strong and still growing.
Is your business celebrating an anniversary, hosting a special event, or looking to drive foot traffic and boost your brand in the community? Then it's time to jump on board with 95.3 WBEV and Daily Dodge Broad Fries. Get ready to make room for our grills. We're inviting local businesses to become official Broad Fry hosts this season. It's a fun, high-energy way to bring customers to your location and create buzz around your business. You'll even partner with a local nonprofit organization to give back to the community while you grow. And this year's Broad Fry season will feature attendance-based guaranteed cash prizes for fans. All will be encouraged to get their stamp cards ready and participate in all Broad Fries on site. Everyone can follow along throughout the season. If they get their stamp card stamped 5 times, they're entered into a random drawing for those guaranteed cash prizes.
No purchase necessary to participate in the contest.
It's great food, great crowds, and community impact. To become a host location, visit DailyDodge.com today and fire up your next event.
Hey neighbor, this is Randy, owner of Professional Floor Covering, welcoming you back to Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Good morning and welcome back to Hometown Today. I can't even be seen right now. I have to do the show from standing up top.
You're barely visible
yeah, I know.
standing.
But if I go... Hold on, Kale, we're moving around.
What is going on down
Well, you
there?
see, so the picture, it cuts me off. So you would just see Wally. And I feel like that's kind of mean to me.
I don't know. It's the people at home. If you want to see more of me, go to DailyDodgeTV. You'll see myself and Kale and Ashley
Seems like the camera
meandering
knows
around the
what's
box.
Seems like the camera knows what's up.
Hey! It feels like a Monday.
It feels like a Monday. I kind of feel great, though.
I know, I'm like feeling good. But like the first, well, number one, we didn't have a show on Monday. Well, we were like snowed in on Monday, and then Tuesday yesterday was a replay. So I feel like this is my first time down here, and I'm like, oh, it's Monday.
Yeah, Wally Wednesday instead. You're welcome.
Unfortunately, just kidding. Kale, what do you got for us?
Well, this is perfect. You'd almost think that was planned, this awkward moment coming into this segment. It wasn't, but it's perfect because today is National Awkward Moment Day.
Oh, perfect.
Nicely done.
Thank
you.
you.
So you came in just perfectly for that.
That was planned.
And I thought, I was like, when I saw this, I'm like, oh, it's Wally Wednesday. If anybody can relate to Awkward Moment Day, it's going to be Wally.
Yeah, I've got quite a few I've stacked up over the years.
Yeah, I know we've talked about that. That's not me picking on Wally, by the way. Wally be the first one to say, like, yeah, I have a lot of those. So I've got a list of the 10 most common faux pas of awkwardness that you might have experienced in your
I got
life.
one.
And I am curious to see for both of you how many of these you have had happen to you.
I thought we were going to guess.
So quick question. I know what faux pas means, but for somebody at home who doesn't know what that means, would you care to explain?
How do I explain a faux pas? It's basically an awkward moment.
Perfect. That's what I thought it was.
Right? Like,
for sure.
It's awkward that you're a grown woman and don't know what a faux pas is. How about that?
I'm a
as
grown
faux
woman?
pas? Not knowing what a faux pas is a faux pas. All right, so let's number one on the list, the wave back blunder. You see someone waving enthusiastically at you, so you smile, wave back, maybe even give them a hey, only to realize, yeah, they're not waving at you.
That
There's
is
somebody
so
right behind you.
embarrassing.
Have
And
either
I've
of you
done
had
it
that
multiple
happen?
times.
It happens every time we do a Daily Dodge TV broadcast because everybody's so friendly in this town and they start waving. And I'm like, oh, hey, hi, how are you?
Did you do one of the waves, then you look behind and you're like, oh,
Well, it happened the other day when we were at the state championship. I saw Dawn and Tony Carroll, and I'm starting to wave at them because I'm like, hi, we're about to have so much fun today. Because I thought they were making dead eye contact and waving at me. It was the people directly in front of us.
Oh, no.
And then they did the, oh, hey,
Oh, yeah,
Wally,
also,
and they
yeah,
tried to
right,
save me.
yeah,
That's
and I'm,
awkward. They do the, oh, hey. And
Yeah,
you're
I
like,
totally saw you there.
and I'm
Yeah,
like, you could have just pretended you didn't see me, and I could have carried on, but it's fine.
This
It's
is-
fine. Tony and Dawn are great people, so I forgive them.
That has happened to me an uncomfortable amount of times.
Yeah, same.
It's ridiculous. All right, how about the doorway dance? You encounter someone walking toward you in a hallway or through a door, and so you try to get out of each other's ways, but first you both move left, and then you move right, and then it just becomes basically a salsa.
Yeah.
That happens. It's like so awkward, too.
I felt like when you were in school, it was when it was
Yes.
happening all the time because
And,
you
like,
saw
that's-
somebody 100 feet in
That's
front of
so
you.
awkward to then because nobody then knows when to go.
Yeah.
So like then you're just like sitting there like in limbo, going back and forth, and it's like somebody make a decision.
Well, and we're in Wisconsin, right? So we've got that Wisconsin like politeness going to it. Well, oh no, you first. No, you first. No, you. So then it
Yeah.
just turns into a fight of who's going first.
Well, it's the twin sister of the holding the door open for somebody when they're just equally far enough away.
That's
And you're like,
terrible.
I feel like I've mastered that one where I make a joke about it where I'm like, no, you're good. Take your time. And then everybody's just like, oh, and they do that little soft jog
Yes,
come to
the
the door.
soft jog is a perfect way to explain that.
I feel like, by the way, our hallway over by our offices over there and like by Sierra's office, that is like just the ideal setup for that constant awkward, oop, which way are you going? Because of like
Yeah.
the way it's set up in a square, but then there's also a one that it like, I at least once a week I get caught up with somebody back there.
Lots of log jams.
Yeah, exactly. How about the premature U2, where you're at a restaurant,
Yep.
the server comes over and says, enjoy your meal, and without missing a beat, say, U2. Not thinking he might be saying something else.
Kale, when you brought this up, I thought you were gonna have us like guess what they were, and I was like, that is automatically one.
Yeah, have a
You
great
know-
trip. You too. They work
I
at
hope
the
you enjoy your
airport.
drink. You too. Oh crap. Enjoy the movie. You too. Oh crap. Like, it's so awkward.
It's never an easy way to go.
Yeah, that's I was trying to remember because I don't think I've ever had that happen to me, but I have definitely had one of the like incorrect responses to something. And I know a couple years ago it happened to me at Quick Trip, and I know I go to there enough that I know that the last thing they say is "see you next time." I know that, and some reason one day I went there and I was so off that day, and my mind prepared me for a totally different goodbye, and whatever I said back made zero sense, and it was just one of those, I was already halfway turned, I could not finish the turn and walk out fast enough, like, what did I just say?
Not if I see you first.
Yeah.
Come on. There's this TikTok that like I will go back to and just laugh at, and it's like things that like you have done, like when you like mess it up, and like someone like was going to say like, can I have like a meat, like this is one always comes to mind. It's a Subway. They go in and they order a foot-long meatball sub, but they accidentally say a meat foot, and then they just left. Like,
That's it.
that's it. They're like,
Time to scrap the day,
yeah,
go back
like
and
I'm
restart.
going to bed. Like I'm not doing it the same way.
Tap out.
I wish I could remember. There's a guy I follow on TikTok, Dad Chats. He's from Minnesota, hilarious guy, and he told a story that was so funny that he did at the drive-through at a Dunkin' where he literally he's like, I have banned myself from Dunkin' for a year. He refused to go back because he was so embarrassed. I think it was something along the line like he was trying to order Munchkins, but also he had something else on his mind. So it was like, it came out super funny, and I wish I remember. I'll have to go back and find it because it was I was dying laughing when he told the story. How about forgetting a name mid-introduction? You've known somebody forever, and you're trying to introduce them to somebody, and suddenly that is the moment your brain decides it's done for the day, and you're like, hey, meet,
At least that's early. Because, like, the worst is when you know somebody and it's been, like, 2 or 3 encounters, and now you know you can't ask.
Yeah. Or you just
hey, Wally, how you doing? Hey, you?
Yeah. Oh, hey. Yeah,
buddy.
my guy.
Oh,
Hey.
there he is.
Yeah, there he is. It's a great one.
I shouldn't put this out there publicly because I'm gonna get caught on it. But if you
Tonight
ever
at
run
the
up
poker run.
if you ever run up to me in public and you're like, hey, Kale, and you address me by name, and I'm like, hey, you, and I don't call you back by, I have 100% forgotten your name. Reintroduce yourself to me, please, because Wally, you and I have talked about the fact you and I are terrible with names.
I'll remember your face forever. I'll never remember your name.
Oh yeah. You hit the nail. I'll see somebody that I hadn't seen in 40 years. I met once. I'm like, oh, I know I met that person, and I can't even. Not only can I not remember their name, I can't remember why I know them.
And then you sit there and like, you're like, I can't call them the wrong name.
Yeah.
Then you start
Like,
fishing, like talking to the friends. And
Yeah,
trying,
and then
what did he do? What did he do? Tell me what he did.
And you're like, please say their name.
Yeah,
like, please say.
for the love of God. Or like you're just banking that when you heard somebody say a name, you're like,
Yeah.
I think I think that's him.
You know the trick. If you're in the right situation, you run into somebody, they clearly know who you are, they address you by name, and you're like, I know this person, but I can't remember their name. If you have like somebody else with you, there's a little trick where you can be like, hey, it's like, somebody walks up, oh, hey, Wally. Oh, hey, Ashley, you remember who this is, right? And then they kind of
Put
maybe
her on the
forces them
spot
to like,
instead. I
yeah,
like that.
remember I'm
My
Dylan.
dad does that all the time.
Yeah, you gotta be a little smart about it.
Awesome.
I know my dad will be like, hey, go get that guy's name. I'm like, Dad. He's like, I know him really well. I'm like, I don't want to go find out. He's like, go. I gotta go report back.
I can't tell you how many times I've been out in public with my wife, and like somebody will either walk by, oh, hey, Kale, how are you? Oh, hey, how you doing? Or comes up and talks to me for a minute or two, my wife and I for a minute or two, and then we part ways. And then my wife's like, who's that? No idea. Yeah, absolutely no. I know they know me. I always just maybe it's ego. I'm like guessing I know them through my job. But I
know them from that
I mean,
thing.
to be fair, we meet a lot of people doing this job.
Yeah.
How about walking the wrong way? You realize you're headed in the wrong direction, but instead of being a normal person, instead of just turning around and going the other way, you have to like put on a theatrical realization, but like pull out your phone and be like, instead of like just letting people know you just realized in your head.
Faking a phone call is the way to go all the time.
Oh, yes, faking the phone call. Yep. Common
So
way.
true.
How about the high five, hug, handshake hybrid? Someone goes in for a handshake, you go in for a high five, someone else goes in for a hug.
I lost a friend to that in college.
Do you care to expand on that?
Yeah, well, I had a class with this guy. We'd really gotten on for the last, couple days. And then we walked back, and we had that, all right, well, I go this way, you go this way. He went for just, the dap, and then I dapped and hugged him. And then he, didn't make eye contact with me, and I don't know if we ever spoke again.
What?
Well, you and I can relate because you and I are both huggers.
Yeah.
And I'm always conscious of the fact that, not a lot of people are huggers
That's
like
it.
me.
I don't hug anybody anymore because I'm scared of the world.
That's just it, right? And now it's, you're to the point where it might be considered inappropriate. So, I'd
I'd start every day with hugs at the office if I was allowed, but we're not.
Amen.
So here we are.
I've had a couple of times where I have wanted to go in for a hug, but just to be safe, gone in for the handshake, but then realized they were going in for the hug, and then I feel bad. I'm like, oh, they wanted a hug, and now they think I didn't want a hug, and I would love a hug.
This is always a hug-free zone for you and me, Kale. Don't worry about it. Anytime you need one, you come on.
We've talked about that. We'll hug it out anytime. I know all three of us have experienced this one. I don't know if anybody in this office hasn't. Talking while muted.
Yeah.
On a call.
Today's
that doesn't
show.
faze me.
Today's show. The first 2 minutes. Audio was off on Daily Dodge TV. Hand up.
Accountability.
I don't know if
It's happened a lot.
I honestly don't know if I've been on a Teams meeting in this company where there hasn't been somebody who started talking while their mic was muted. It's almost something that has to happen on every call at some point.
Yeah.
How about the pushing the door you're supposed to pull?
Yeah, that's in people behind. Oh,
hate that.
there's nothing worse than the people.
That is so
The
embarrassing.
people
My face
behind
gets so
you,
flushed.
it's a pull. Thanks.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. There's a reason why I'm not in the building.
Well, you clearly didn't realize it.
Well, then you figure it out, and they're like, I think it's a pull. No, duh.
yeah, figure that
that's
out.
annoying.
Thanks. Now,
People
let me
can't
ask.
be helpful anymore.
Let me ask what you think. What is worse? Accidentally pushing on a door you're supposed to pull, or accidentally pulling on a door you're supposed to push?
Pulling, because you can almost fall back. I feel like to walk into the door, you can kind of brush it off.
See, I'm so opposite. If it's supposed to pull and I go for the push, because I have such a tendency to put my full body weight into it, or do it with my hip, that then it's I almost injure myself when I do that.
See, I've got the offensive lineman drop step.
How about this one is I mean, talk about this is the definition of a faux pas here. And hopefully you haven't had this happen to you in today's day and age. Misidentifying a pregnancy and asking somebody, when are you due, only to find out, that's a food baby.
We'll never do that.
She could be 9 months pregnant. I
Yeah.
won't ask. I will assume and pretend she's not pregnant.
I didn't even ask my wife for the first 6 months of her pregnancy when she was due.
Yeah, difficult surprise for you at the end of the road.
I don't recall ever doing that because I think I actually was with somebody that did that once, and I was like, I will never, ever
leave the
make
house.
that mistake because
They could
that
be
is
giving birth, and I'd be like,
super awkward and uncomfortable. All right, one more on the list, and this is another office-related one: the unintended reply all. You're just trying to reply to one
that's
person
so
on email.
embarrassing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Especially in a company of 500 people.
Yes. I haven't ever been guilty of doing that, but I have definitely been on the receiving end of somebody that should not. I'm like, yeah, this person definitely did not mean to hit reply all, nor do they realize they hit reply all. I actually had one time years ago where that happened, and the person actually ended up reaching out to everybody else, being like, yeah, sorry about that. Totally didn't realize. And this was 2 days after.
You gotta just pretend it never happened.
That's I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Have no idea. I have not misidentified a pregnancy, but I think one of my most awkward moments I can remember, and I was young. I was in high school, and I was working a job bagging groceries, and a customer was up there loading the cart onto the belt, and had the back turned to me, and I wasn't there when they first pulled up, so I came when they were mid-unloading with their back to me, and I said, and would you like paper or plastic today, ma'am? And they turned around. That was not a ma'am. That was just a gentleman with that should have been a spokesperson for Pantene, because that was some of the most beautiful hair I have ever seen.
That's funny. Well, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get an update on your fasting frenzy, and we're going to talk about what's going on in Beaver Dam because we have a poker on tonight. That's next on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Josh Schneider from Silica for Your Home has spring savings during March Mania.
This is Josh Schneider from Silica for Your Home, and March Mania is here. Right now, save big with exclusive rebates up to $4,000 on Bosch, Cafe, and KitchenAid appliances. Get up to $400 back on LG, Whirlpool, and Maytag washer and dryer pairs. Upgrade your living room too with stunning 4K TVs from Samsung and LG. Plus, enjoy 18-month 0% financing store-wide. But hurry, the March Mania sale ends March 22nd. Silica for Your Home, your local experts since 1922.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
It's great to see you again, Randy. You're my best friend, and I have more flooring troubles for you to solve. I purchased a second lakefront property with my massive wealth, and it could use your professional touch, but I'm almost embarrassed for you to see them.
Relax, Wally. This is a judgment-free zone. We're here for you if you need new floors, but I'm not going to hug you.
These floors make me uncomfortable, Randy. I feel like they're judging me.
Well, let's turn that judgment into jealousy. At Professional Floor Covering in Beaver Dam, we've got carpet, hardwood, laminate, LVP, ceramic, you just name it. We'll measure, help you design, keep it all within budget, whether you're a big shot like Wally or the average Joe.
And I think I'll have you look at my kitchen and bathroom while you're there, too.
That sounds great, Wally. To give your floor a fresh start to the season, just visit PROFLR.com or our showroom in Beaver Dam. Let the team at Professional Floor Covering turn your frustrations into fascination today.
Save big on everything for your next project now at Menards. Keep your home neat and organized with help from Dakota. Whether you need extra storage or want to add an accent to your living space, Menards has the shelving solutions for you. Dakota shelving comes in a variety of finishes to match your style. View our entire selection of Dakota shelf boards on Menards.com. Plus, check out our weekly flyer for other great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Hey, it's Randy from Professional Floor Covering. You're listening to Hometown Today on the 5,000-watt flamethrower on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV. A little Bruce to bring us in.
I love the boss. I'm all about it.
Boss.
Give it to me. I'm good for it.
Yeah. Kale, we were just talking about a little more awkward moments, and one of them was getting rejected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, getting rejected.
Strong awkward moment.
But like being the rejecter and getting rejected just sucks.
There's not a good way to do it. Everybody loses.
I don't mean to brag. I don't think I've ever been rejected.
Oh, that must be nice.
No, actually, I take that back. In elementary school, the first girl I ever tried to ask out, and this is actually, I can't believe I didn't think of this right away because, I mean, this was a rejection to the umpteenth degree. I mean, we're talking like, I don't know, first or second grade, right? And really liked this girl and asked her to be my girlfriend and got beat up by another dude that was also wanting to be her boyfriend. So I got the living daylights beat out of me. And then later in the day, she very softly and to her credit, just tried to be very kind about saying, yeah, just not for me.
I don't think I've been rejected either.
Pretty cool.
No. Good for you. Lucky you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no, I feel great.
Awesome.
Anyways.
Speaking of being rejected, I don't know where I was going with that. Wally's been rejecting food for his Wally's Fat. How's it going, Wally?
It's going. We've got 16 days left right now. Ninja, I love you. Thank you. He didn't reject me. I tell you what, we have 16 days left. We're well over 1,000 items donated at this point. And big news, in case people haven't heard it yet, we have an anonymous donor that if we reach 2,500 by the end of this event, we are going to have an extra $2,500 donated to the St. Vincent de Paul Dodge County Food Pantry. Wow. So it's on us to get to 2,500 to make that happen. Cassandra Schmidt's already going to be matching a large number of our donations over there. So we have a little more work to do. We have 2.5 weeks to go. Let's keep going. I'm burning cheat meal number 8 on Thursday for March Madness. Very excited for that. But we only got 3 left.
Good
3
call.
cheat meals left.
You got a couple of Yinglings getting cold?
Oh, buddy. Do I?
Does he ever?
Fantastic. And again, folks can drop off those donations over at St. Vincent de Paul in Dodge County over there on Dodge Drive. Otherwise, during business hours, we've got our bin out front of our building. Other than this past Monday where there literally wasn't a spot for it because of the snow drift.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's out in front of our building. What's this week's item?
We're looking for syrup and pancake mix, but I'm going over there today. There's a chance that changes. If that's the case, watch on the socials. We'll update it there. And if you listen to our wonderful ad here on 95.3, it will also be updated there as soon as we have a new donation.
All right, perfect. And don't forget Poker Run going on tonight, 4 to 6 over at Rock River Tap in Horicon. That is where we are at this week. And don't forget, you can always find that schedule of stops over on the contest page at DailyDodge.com.
Yep, we hope to see you there, but that'll do it for us today. We'll be back same time, same place tomorrow without Wally. That'll do it for us on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Liven up your